This is the third Monday in October that there have been a series of such strikes here in the Ukrainian capital. They started a couple of hours ago. Loud explosions heard, particularly to the north of Kyiv. The government is saying that 40 strikes have been carried out on Kyiv, and there have been images as well of some interceptions, or at least the use of anti-missile systems as well. The authorities here are saying that there have been partial power outages as a result. It seems to be another attack on infrastructure, water shortages as well. The mayor is saying that otherwise services are operating as normally as possible. And there have been reports from elsewhere in the country as well. Kyiv, the metro stopped working at least for some time. In the Cherkasy region, in Zaporizhia, partial power outages there as well.
Sevestopol and the latest salvo between Ukraine and Russia. Russia says that drone attacks on the Crimean port early on Saturday were targeted against Russian vessels employed for the security of ships carrying grain to countries desperate for food. Sevestopol is strategically important to Russia. It serves as the headquarters for Russia's Black Sea Fleet and logistical hub for operations in Ukraine. Ukraine has been swift to respond, saying Russia is using the attack as a pretext to withdraw from the grain agreement. Russia's UN envoy tweeted a statement saying Russia intended to suspend participation in the grain deal. He also alleged the attack took place with the support from the UK, something the UK's Ministry of Defence has denied.
A thick plume of smoke rises into the sky just moments after a car bomb exploded at a busy intersection in the capital Mogadishu. Within minutes, a second bomb went off, followed by gunshots as ambulances raced to the scene. According to Somalia's president, many women and children are among the killed. Somalia is no stranger to terror attacks. Although no one has officially claimed responsibility yet, the government is blaming the Shabbab group, which has ties to Qaeda and has been responsible for some of the bloodiest assaults in the past.
A confronting scene. CCTV captures the moment the pedestrian bridge falls in the town of Morbi. People cling to what's left after it collapsed into the Marching River. Others try to swim to safety as emergency crews rush to their aid. Witnesses say about 150 people were on the bridge when it gave way. Locals formed a human chain to help survivors. Hospitals were overwhelmed by the number of injured as the task began to identify the dead. Built in the 19th century, the 230-metre bridge had just undergone major repairs and reopened less than a week ago.
One of the most stunning political comebacks, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva has been voted in as Brazil's next president. It was a very tight race. The former leftist leader, who served 18 months in prison for corruption charges later annulled, took nearly 51% of the vote. The far-right incumbent Jair Bolsonaro won 49%. Mr. Bolsonaro becomes the first sitting president in Brazil ever to lose re-election.
In South Africa, a new Zulu king has been crowned at an historic event attended by tens of thousands of people. King Misuzulu kwaZwelithini received a certificate of recognition from President Cyril Ramaphosa. It marked the first Zulu coronation since South Africa became a democracy in 1994. Our correspondent Nomzo Maseko has this report.
Zulu warriors saluting King Misuzulu kwaZwelithini after taking his oath. The accreditation certificate, handed over by President Cyril Ramaphosa, endorses the 48-year-old as the 9th leader of the Zulu nation.